Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today is July 19th, 2012. This is a Thursday. I'm speaking with Dr. Jagat Motwani. This interview is being conducted on Long Island. Dr. Motwani, tell me what's your desh?
Desh?
Desh. Home.
Oh, okay. Originally, Sindh, Pakistan.
Sindh, Pakistan.
Originally. At that time it was British India.
Yeah, British India. So when people ask you today, what do you say? Where are you from?
I say Bharat.
Bharat.
I don't say
Sindh,
no.
Okay. All right. So you say Bharat or India. Now, tell me, what was the town or village where you grew up, where you lived?
Name of the town was Meher, District Dadu.
District Dadu.
And it was in Sindh province.
See, was it a small village or?
No, it was a town.
Town.
It has two high schools also.
Oh, two high schools.
Two high schools.
Okay.
The population was not more than 5,000.
But there were two high schools?
But two high schools.
Okay.
Because it was a learned...
learned community.
Yeah.
You want me to learn. Now, what was the name of your neighborhood where your family lived? Do you remember?
No, I remember very well, and even in our bottom of the house, there was a Muslim family.
Okay.
I remember that.
You rented out? Your family owned the house?
We owned the house. It was a big house.
Big house. So you had rented out to a Muslim family there?
No, we did not rent out.
Okay.
It was they were living in the at the bottom of the house.
Okay.
Not in the house, but
so on the side of the house, but it's part of the family, part of your estate.
No, it was not part of our family. No.
But he was not living in your property.
No.
So
they had their own.
They had their own. But its name is nearby.
It's just I'm saying at the bottom of our house.
Okay.
Foot of the house.
Foot of the house. Okay. Now, how long your family lived there? You know?
Oh, I was born in 1926, so I think that house was made in 1926.
Oh, the way you were born?
Yeah.
But did they live in that Meher town for many generations?
Until we left.
No. So you're originally
it was a very big house.
Originally inhabitants of the house.
Yeah.
Was it a mixed Hindu-Muslim neighborhood?
No. Only I remember only one Muslim family.
And all were Hindus.
Yeah.
And do you know? Do you have any idea what happened to besides your family, who you will come to that? You might move here to go to India. What about other families? Do you know anybody? Other Hindus stayed back, or?
No, most of them left.
Okay.
Because I left quite early. I tell you, there was warrant against me.
Really? Why so?
I am member of RSS.
Okay, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh.
Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh.
It's a.
And because we were minority in Sindh, so we had to be prepared.
Okay, yeah.
So that we should be united.
Yes.
Not that we unnecessarily bother other people.
Yeah.
But we have to protect ourselves.
Yeah, it was self-defense.
Our population was about 35 or 40%.
Okay.
The rest were Muslims.
In the area, in the district.
No, whole Sindh. I'm talking.
Oh yes, I see. But 35% is a huge number.
35%, but originally it was Bharat.
Yeah, I know.
Hindus were in majority.
Yeah. But in Sindh also 35 was very high. So who else lived with you in the house?
Oh, large family. My grandfather, his 3 brothers, and their children. It was a large family.
Okay.
And therefore I told you the house was large, very large.
Okay. Now, what was your parents' profession? Did they?
Zamindars.
They were landholders. So basically, farm. They were farm owners.
And our farmers were all Muslims.
All Muslims. You were landowners. Yeah. So, do you remember anything when they made the decision at the before your family migrated? What was the situation like?
At that time, there was no problem.
Okay.
But as I told you, I left a month or more before the other family left for India. As I told you,
Yeah.
it was Aran.
You are. But were there any, what kind of tension were there that they were fleeing, leaving their ancestral property?
There was really no tension between Hindus and Muslims.
Okay.
That started only after when Muslims came from India. Then it started, but I did not really experience
Okay.
that.
But then why did they move? Why did they leave their home?
Because this, we have heard about this, what happens if you are in a Muslim country, what they do.
Okay. So just out of
So
fear.
fear, but reality-oriented fear.
Yeah,
Not,
but they were not attacked within.
they didn't attack or do anything to us. Even when we left, these were Muslims who escorted us to Hyderabad, Sindh.
Okay.
From there, we took train to India.
Okay. Tell me, how did you move from Meher to Hyderabad? How did
That
you
was by train.
By
I was
train.
not there.
Okay.
But I met them in Hyderabad.
Okay. So you slipped before, came to Hyderabad before.
I left India, this Sindh earlier.
Okay.
And I was in Nagpur area. And I went to Delhi also. But then afterwards I came to Hyderabad to take my family because I had already arranged in a refugee camp.
Okay.
So they came and joined me.
Okay. Now Hyderabad, Pakistan, Sindh.
Pakistan,
Yeah.
Sindh.
Yeah. So
There are two Hyderabad.
yeah, we are talking about Hyderabad, Sindh.
Sindh,
Now, how did you, do you remember, how did your family move from Meher to, by train you mentioned?
By
now,
train.
whole family or separately?
whole family,
Together?
all together.
So, what happened to the house?
We don't know. That was taken over by government of Pakistan, whatever.
Oh, and nobody ever visited those places?
Afterwards, no.
Okay. What was the name of your father and mother?
My father's name was Khushiram,
Khushiram.
and my grandfather Taluman,
Toluman.
Yeah.
And mother?
Riji.
Riji.
Bai.
And so they all left together in the same...
My grandfather was not alive at that time.
Oh, they passed away.
So my father, my mother, my uncles, everybody, nephews, all left.
Who took the decision, you think? Your father or your uncle?
Must be my father and his cousins.
Okay.
Or even his one uncle was alive. Two
Okay.
uncles were alive.
Okay.
So they
So-
must have taken them.
You okay? And other family members, other Hindu neighbors also fled likewise?
They must have left, really.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Now, you said you arranged for them to stay in a refugee camp.
See this, I came, as I told you,
Yeah.
I left early. So I was working in a refugee camp
Where was
as a
that?
clerk. That must be late 1947 and early 48.
Okay, where was that? In what town, what village? That refugee camp?
It was Birsi camp, it was called Birsi camp,
Birsi camp?
near Gonda. Gonda was near Nagpur.
Oh, so,
Nagpur, yeah.
but that's a long journey from
Yeah.
Sindh, Hyderabad to Nagpur.
Yeah,
It must have taken a couple of days.
maybe 24 hours or more, yeah.
Yeah, because they came by train, by I suppose the line that you...
But I came to Hyderabad
Mhm.
to take them all together with me. So
Okay.
I knew where we were going. So in Hyderabad they came and met me. From there we took train to India.
So you came to India, then you went back to Hyderabad
Yeah,
to meet them. You went by train also?
yeah.
So that time trains were running.
Yeah.
So how did they survive in the refugee camp?
It was really this, as I see, I always see things positive way.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, positive,
Survived and you have done so well. I mean,
Yeah,
there's the good side
I
of
see
it.
always a positive way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't see if some pain or some dukh, it's okay.
No, but absolutely.
There's the life.
Yes,
There's the life.
yes. Can you tell me a little bit about, I'm going to ask you two things. One is how when you went to school, grade school and all that, can you tell us the little bit about how life was like at that time?
During high school?
Yeah, grade school or elementary school,
Yeah,
middle school.
that was, as I told you, the schools were run by Hindus.
Okay.
And even high school, where I went, it was named after my great uncle.
What was the name of the school?
TC High School, Trilokchand, Trilokchand Changoman High School.
Okay.
It was my great uncle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the that school you went from first grade to?
No, that was high school.
Okay.
And the school, I don't know, but it must be government school, so it had no name.
Okay.
But
Just
I went for 4 or 5 years at primary school.
and then
Then
Trilokchand
I went
school.
to high school.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was named after my great
So what a
uncle.
wonderful. He must have established it, or they must have established it.
I think still that name is there, I
There?
don't know.
Okay. Maybe we'll inquire sometime.
And other high schools also was named after my another uncle,
Okay.
Loluman. Yeah.
Loluman. Okay. Very nice.
And
Now,
I taught there
you taught.
for a year. I taught there before I left.
So you were very young. I mean, right after college.
Because I left at the age of 21.
Yeah. So 18, 19, 20 probably.
And I just graduated from high school in 1945.
Okay.
And then I started teaching there.
Yeah. So did you have a very cordial relationship with the students and neighbors?
Very good, yeah. Very.
Where and were there a few Muslim students, or the students were all Hindu?
Muslim students were very few.
Very few.
And therefore, once when I was talking, one Muslim leader came and he was saying, this how these Muslims are being treated, and they don't have much income. I said, do you know who's responsible for that?
Mm-hmm.
Muslims have 3 enemies. One is mullahs, the other is the leaders like you, Muslim leaders like you, third is Congress government. Because they don't tell them to mainstream, come up. We in Sindh, 35% or 40%, we were ruling the Sindh. Muslims were not ruling. Really, I tell you that. We Hindus were ruling.
Okay.
Why? Because we went for education.
Okay.
Whereas you leaders, Muslim leaders, tell them, go to madrasa and do all that.
Okay.
And then you blame Hindus, why they are poor. And he was really taken aback. And it came in papers.
Okay.
I gave him really good here in Baroda.
I see. That was after partition, you told.
When I was in India.
Oh, in India. Okay. Okay.
No, but he came in America.
Okay.
At that time I was in America.
Oh, I see. So you told them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, your journey or your family's journey from Hyderabad to India was routine. There was
No, it was not. Fear was there.
Okay.
I remember when we got on the train, it was about 7-8 hours. Always we were worried because we were hearing that when trains of Muslims were coming, most of them were butchered. And the same way when Hindus were going there, they were killed. So we did not know whether we would reach India alive.
Oh, that bad.
Yeah, I remember when we reached Padmela, means it was India side, Sri Ram, like that, and we were so happy that we are
Everybody
in
chanted,
India.
started chanting. Now, I see you have a tattoo in your hand. Is it from way back? I'm asking.
Oh, at that time I must be 7 or 8 years old.
Because I know.
And my uncle saw, he was so angry.
Yeah.
He said, what did you do?
Okay.
Because these used to come near our house and we got interested.
Because I know I interviewed somebody who had a tattoo, a Hindu one, and because of the tattoo he was almost being killed because Muslims identified him as a Hindu. So I just thought if there was something like that.
Even that dress, I tell you this, when there was you didn't ask me why there was warrant. In Karachi there was bomb explosion. Bombs were being made by Hindus to protect themselves.
Okay.
All of a sudden, accidentally, bomb exploded.
Okay.
But they could not really establish that it was Hindus because whosoever was working there, they were in Muslim names were on the register, the dress they were wearing, all that. They asked the neighbors. They said, we never saw Hindu going, only Muslims were going there.
I see.
So it was a bomb, and it was RSS bomb.
Okay.
Yeah. And therefore, these warrants were against RSS people.
I see.
And I was Mukhya Shikshak or Pracharak of RSS in my hometown.
Okay.
And the sub-inspector, who was Sardarji, he sent a message to my grandfather, "Hi Jagat, we are going to arrest him."
Oh, I see. This Sikh gentleman then.
Huh?
Sikh,
It is-
Sardarji,
yeah,
yeah.
It was just the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
So they said, hide him. So I went and stayed somewhere night. The next day, I took train not from my hometown station, but different.
Different station.
From there, I reached Karachi. I remember when we were on train, I was covering myself with chadar.
Okay.
Yeah, like that we reached. And at that time when I went to Karachi, I knew this RSS, it was Sriji, we used to call him Sriji. And he said, Jagat, police doesn't know you here. Will you go to Hyderabad and talk to our attorney? I said, yes. And I remember I wore Jinnah cap. Otherwise, I used to have Janeu and Choti. I took it off and wore this salwar and Jinnah cap. And there were different compartments for Hindus and Muslims.
Oh, really? That?
Yeah. And I went into Muslim compartment.
That's it.
And one day before that, it had happened, somebody went in Muslim compartment, but when train went, that said, Gopal, let us know when you reach there. Then Muslims thought he's Hindu, and they killed him.
Oh.
So I thought better not to tell anybody to receive me up. I mean, I'm telling you so many things I have gone through.
No, absolutely.
I have gone through so many things.
So you fled from Karachi, not from Hyderabad?
I did not fly from Karachi. I took ship.
Ship.
Its
Okay.
name was Inglistan.
Inglistan.
Yeah,
Oh.
I remember that.
Oh.
And even there's a story about that. When I went to Karachi, there were 3 other RSS people who had a warrant against them. They were with me, and we went to cousin's place in Karachi. And she asked, her neighbor asked, who are these? I said, these are my friends, and we have their warrant against me, us, and we want to go to India. And at that time, there was system of permit, because all Hindus could not leave at the same time. So they were giving permits to the families so that they can take a boat or whatever it is. She said, don't worry. She went home and brought permit of her family. I said, what are you doing? She said, listen, if RSS people are saved, my children are saved. I made a romance khade ho gaye. I could not believe that a woman would say like that. And she gave us permit, and we took a boat.
That was a Hindu woman?
Yeah, Hindu. Yeah, Sindhi Hindu.
Sindhi.
Yeah.
So that's how you went from Karachi to Bombay?
Karachi to Oka.
Oka.
That ship went to Oka. Oka is in Gujarat.
Oh, I
in
see.
a
I see.
port.
I see. Yeah.
Gujarat port.
Yeah.
I
But-
went to Oka.
Okay.
And I had this high school diploma, and I got a job there because I had to take care of myself and my friends. I took a job there as a teacher.
Oh, okay. So growing up very fast.
Then I went to camp, and there I got job as a clerk.
So growing up very fast as a teenager, basically.
Yeah, and I had that
Drive.
lot of drive, and I remember I was offered a job of a clerk, price control, lot of rishwat. I would have made really thousands of rupees. And my father said, I said, no, I'm not going to take that, and I'm going to be teacher.
Okay.
So 125 I would have earned if I had taken that clerk, and I went for a job of 75 rupees.
Which
People will say, you are crazy. I said, no, I know my plan.
Yes. So after your, were there any action by RSS in Karachi or in Hyderabad or in Meh to save Hindus? Did they try?
See, this, at that time, that was not the problem to say, but only the thing was we had to be strong and together.
Okay.
And I remember we were having training in pistols. Pistols were made. Even the other thing was, if there were riots, you should know your grandfather's gun. Because there, why Hindus were safe? Because Hindus had guns.
Okay. Yeah.
And my grandfather had gun.
Yeah. So that saved you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Muslims did not have because they were poor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now, from refugee camp, where did they go? Where did your family go?
Then what happened, I wanted education.
Okay.
So my friend was in Baroda.
Okay.
And his father and everybody were in Baroda. He said, Jagat, why don't you come here at a good university? So I went there. First year arts I had done in Karachi.
Okay.
First year arts.
Okay.
From inter-arts, I did BA there, MA there, and MSW.
Is this MS University?
MS University.
Yeah.
I did there. And then afterwards I taught there also.
Oh, very nice.
For
So
about 10, 11 years.
Oh, I see. So what did you study? What did you major in?
Social work.
Social work.
Yeah,
And-
MSW, I had MSW.
Okay, MSW. And then you came over to the United States.
Yeah.
Did you come for higher studies or you came for work?
When I reached New York, I went for PhD in social work.
Social work.
Yeah, I
You
did
studied in
in New York,
New York.
Fordham University.
Okay, very nice. And then you did your doctorate and then you worked.
I was working and by side working at the same time going to college.
Yeah.
My all education from first year arts on this inter arts, MA, BA, MSW, and PhD. I had full-time job.
Okay, so it's a very hard work.
Yeah, that paid.
Yes,
That paid,
yes. And so since then you're here in New York. Now, let me, you said one time that when your family moved, that so many Muslims had also helped them.
Pardon?
Some Muslims helped them to come to the station.
Yeah,
and things like
even
that.
I remember the cars full of our beds and everything. It was a big family. Muslims were there with Quranis
Okay.
to protect us.
Okay.
And
So-
then we came to, we first went to Kotli. Kotli is on one side of Sindhu River and there's Hyderabad on the other side.
Okay.
And you cross the bridge from Kotli, go to Hyderabad.
Okay.
So my family and those Muslims,
Yeah.
they were protecting us and they escorted us.
Okay, okay. Do you know? Have you ever thought that why Hindus in Sindh, Hindus are the minority, Muslims are majority, they had to flee, but relatively very few Muslims from India have gone to Pakistan. That Muslims were minority in India, but they were able to stay. But Muslims in Hindus who are in Pakistan, who are minority, they couldn't stay.
They could not, yeah.
Why? Have you ever thought?
No, because of the fear of Muslims. History tells that the majority and if government is a Muslim, you will be converted or you will be forced to convert.
I see.
That fear is a historically established fact.
Okay. So there's just the fear itself,
It was real fear.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I asked already that do you know any of your family members who went back to visit their ancestral property?
No,
No, okay.
because there was no use.
No use. And do you have none of your kids or grandkids ever wanted to even visit that?
No,
place?
no.
Okay.
Even I remember I was in, I came here first on Fulbright scholarship in 1966.
Okay.
Then when I was going back, because 2 years I had to be out of America.
Yeah.
You know that, J visa.
Yeah.
So when I was going back, and I applied for this visa in Pakistan, I wanted to see my hometown.
Yeah.
I did not get.
Yeah.
Then I gave up the idea.
Yes. I'm almost coming to almost to the end. Do you think Hindus and Muslims can live together?
No.
Not under any
No.
situation?
I will never trust them.
Okay. In America...
See, this again, I may add to that. This is our fault, Hindus' fault.
Okay.
Even in India, Hindus are being put down by Hindus.
Okay.
You know the Congress government, what is they are doing it
No.
to Hindus. Huh?
No, I mean, I want to hear from you.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hindus are fools, suicidal. One thing, they don't stay together. And they feel that they have broad mind and all nonsense. I don't believe in that. Once I in Delhi, there's a peace organization. They said, Jagat, why don't you come and talk on peace? I say, I hate peace. He said, what? I say, I hate peace. Peace is only Hindus want peace. Hindus say remain peaceful, they remain peaceful, and therefore they get slaughtered. So I don't want. And he insisted.
Okay.
I said, okay. I went there, I said, love Mahatma Gandhi, he was a great person and all that. But his Mahatma-pan, because of that, he could not distinguish self from enemy.
Okay.
And that put Hindus in trouble. And one youngster got up and he was angry at me. I said, sit down. I live the life. I know it, what I am talking. Peace only Hindus say. Muslims don't say.
Is there anything else in your mind that I didn't ask? Is there anything else you want to add?
No,
I'm just about coming to an end.
I don't know whether you like my response or not.
No, it's your
But,
response.
No,
Everything is
I'm
fine.
telling
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
this is the fact.
Okay.
This is the fact.
All right.
Even the Bangladeshis, Muslims, I see when I see even the Prime Minister wearing sari and all that, they are good when you talk to them. As you said, when there's a Jummah, Friday, you get scared. Because what they tell them, you don't know. Therefore, I never trust Muslim will be my friend. No.
Okay. Yeah, you come from a Muslim majority area, so you have your own views, of course, from your own
No,
personal...
even history.
Yeah, okay.
Even history.
I mean for personal
No,
experience.
I'm not talking about my living experience didn't give me that.
Okay.
Because, as I told you earlier, our town was peaceful, we had no problem from Muslims and all that. But history tells.
Okay, yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate